Top stories for the hour: Yemeni and Somali refugees praise Ethiopia's welcoming environment. And AU calls for greater female participation in the upcoming election. Hello and a very warm welcome to EBC World, the voice of Pan-Africanism, coming to you live from Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. I'm your host, Binyam Alamayo. Please do stay with us. Ethiopia continues to stand out as one of Africa's largest refugee hosting nations, offering not just shelter, but opportunity, inclusion, and hope for millions fleeing conflict and instability. From Yemen to Somalia and beyond, refugees living in Ethiopia say the country has become more than a place of refugee. It has become home. At a cultural gathering here in Addis Ababa, refugees marked Eid al-Fitr alongside Ethiopians, celebrating unity across cultures, religions, and nationalities. Aziz, a Yemeni refugee, told our staff reporter, Wagayo Muluna, that Ethiopia always felt like home. Take a look at what he says.
Alhamdulillah, I didn't feel that much difference between my being among my family back in Saudi Arabia, where they based, and here in Ethiopia, because I feel always welcomed, and the hospitality by the local community here, Ethiopians, are so welcoming us, and they they understand and they celebrate with us. Actually, it will be also something I really appreciate here, that the first congratulations for Ramadan and Eid al-Fitr, it didn't come from a Muslim friend. It came from non-Muslim friend who is Ethiopian, and he's the first one who say Ramadan Mubarak or Eid Mubarak, Aziz. And this is the feeling that I feel always welcome, and the hospitality and the warmth among the Ethiopian community is remarkable to me.
Ethiopia currently hosts hundreds of thousands of refugees, many of whom are increasingly integrating into society, working, studying, and contributing to the economy. Government policies, including access to national ID systems and work opportunities, are enabling refugees to build their lives with dignity, according to Fatima, another refugee from Somalia. Take a look at what she says.
And to be honest, Eid is Eid. Whether you are in Somalia, in Ethiopia, and Yemen, Eid always brings everyone together, which makes us really feel home wherever we are. So celebrating back home, Yemen, and also here feels the same, but here it's really different from different cultures, different backgrounds, many languages. But one thing to be celebrated, it's Eid. And I think that it's really unique, and I'm really very happy.
In our election update for the hour, as Ethiopia prepares for its highly anticipated 7th national general election on June 1, 2026, the African Union has applauded the country's progress in promoting women's leadership while calling for even greater female participation in the democratic process. Liberata Mulamula, the African Union's special envoy for women, peace and security, emphasized that women's involvement is critical in ensuring peaceful, credible, and inclusive elections. Let's take a listen to what she says.
In most all African countries, women are the majority, not only the majority of the population, but they are majority voters. You see women with their children on their backs, lining up for hours to make sure that they vote. So their vote is very important. And for our office is mobilizing women to exercise their right to vote, but also make the right choice. but also to encourage women to participate in the election. Now we are saying it is time that women also be the candidates. And since women are majority, how do we fail to get our women?
With the upcoming election approaching, expectations are high that the momentum will translate into even greater representation of women in leadership positions. Mula Mula reaffirmed the African Union's commitment to supporting Ethiopia's democratic process, stressing the importance of safeguarding free, fair, and peaceful elections.
The African Union has been involved in what we call election observer missions. In all the elections almost around the continent, the African Union is there, and then of course also to prepare the countries to have fair, free, and peaceful election. This is the main task of the African Union, to see that the elections are free, fair, and peaceful. Since we are here, and Ethiopia will soon be conducting elections, of course we'll continue to be involved to make sure that the elections are organized in a very fair, balanced, and peaceful manner. So this is what we think, even as Ethiopia is undergoing this election, this will continue with these messages, that there have to be meaningful women participation in this election. And when the majority of women, they participate, even the election become peaceful.
You're watching ABC World, and now Ethiopia's Urban Development Safety Net program is enabling citizens to transition from dependency to economic productivity, the Ministry of Urban and Infrastructure has announced. State Minister for Urban Infrastructure, Fanta Dejan, said the program, now implemented across multiple cities, is delivering tangible improvements for low-income urban residents. He noted that the program is helping beneficiaries move toward self-reliance within 3 years by equipping them with income-generating opportunities and encouraging active participation in urban development activities. Participants are engaged in urban cleaning and green development efforts, contributing to improved living conditions and more attractive city environments. Currently implemented in 87 cities nationwide, the program has already transformed livelihoods of many citizens. According to the state minister, 1.3 million people have now transitioned from dependency to productive economic engagement since the launch of the program. And finally, for this hour, some 36 journalists drawn from both public and private media institutions have successfully completed a 21-day capacity building training organized by the Ethiopian Media Center of Excellence. The training, designed to strengthen professional competence and enhance ethical reporting, brought together media practitioners seeking to upgrade their skills and adapt to the evolving demands of journalism. Speaking at the graduation ceremony, Director General of the National Intelligence and Security Service and Board Chairperson of the Ethiopian Media Authority, Redwan Hussein, emphasized the critical role of such training in nation building. Ethiopian Media Authority Director General Haimanot Zellaka, for her part, described the first round of training as a significant milestone for the media sector. She underscored its importance in addressing existing skill gaps and promoting professionalism within the industry. The training program is part of ongoing efforts to build a competent and responsible media landscape capable of supporting national development priorities. A quick reminder of the top stories before I go. Yemeni and Somali refugees praise Ethiopia's welcoming environment. And AU calls for greater female participation in the upcoming election. It was me, Binyam Alamayo, bringing you the latest from Addis Ababa, Ethiopia.